Hello, everybody. Usually no one, but that's cool. Welcome to McCracken OG's YouTube and Twitch stream. We are at the gate. Need 30 altruist. That's crazy. So the gate's keys clear in mind. We approached the foot of the mountain as predicted. We came across the cultist camp that blocked the deep gorge that would lead us upwards. The neatly organized settlement next to a creek was crawling with armed cultists in the middle of it, with the ashes of a large pyre. We're gonna just straight up attack. Okay. Everyone seems to be in good nick. We've got so much dyes and things, so we're going to do that, which is good for our hope. And we'll check our stuff. Oh, we can level up. Glad I checked. No, I don't like that. That's okay. That's fine. We can get rid of something we don't need. Maybe 1 damage. Everything else is quite good. No need to get fancy. We got it easy. We can climb to the camp for more supplies, but we really don't need to. We continued along the path etched in the mine that was still leading us up the mountain. In my mind, that was still. Yeah. The way ahead was narrow and occasionally adorned with markings of the cultists. We just scaled a steep section where we were fired upon from a nearby position. The cultists had hastily set up some barricades attempting to make a stand here. So it's going to be a long fight. We have to exhaust his resources. That's good. It means he's got less stuff to destroy us with. Like sniper. We don't need no luxury items. We just need to kill whatever's in. Yeah. Just thinking what else I can do with 3 mana, which is not much, so it doesn't matter. Boom, boom. We had already climbed for several hours when we saw a column of thick black smoke rising from further up. This could only be a signal to other cultists in the region. We continued carefully up the handmade steps, advising the rearguard to be wary for any potential trouble. The sun was already approaching the horizon in the west when we came out of the canyon on a plateau. The air was thin and harsh, and a harsh wind was blowing. Here there were even more of the cultist symbols painted onto the walls of a sheer cliff. Down at the foot of the mountain, we saw a crowd arriving, rushing towards the canyon. Bloody, evil cultists. We rushed up the path towards the location that was both where our signal had led and where the cultists had established their crude shrine, built upon a platform of solid concrete. I knew the gates was within. You trespass on holy ground, die! A voice yelled from the dark. Then we were attacked by the fanatical guardians of the shrine. Because of course we were. Getting mighty sick of these damn bastards. done. We don't need scholar points, so don't worry about that. There was nothing between us and the gate anymore. It was a giant door made from strange dark metal set into the mountain. Old and faded markings had been painted over with cultist decorations. The entire place was kept immaculate by silence, candles, and small bowls of incense surrounded the gate. As we came closer, a small screen inlaid into the door awoke, displaying strange and scrambled signals, fragments of words and pictures the dreaming god had sent us. Okay. There was nothing between us and the gate anymore. It was a giant door made from a strange dark metal set into the mountain. Old and faded markings had been painted over with the cultist decorations. The entire place was kept immaculate by signs, blah, 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 blah. I just read that, and I can inspire people. We're going ultrist because I have the most ultrist. So we gathered everyone and explained to them that our joint efforts had brought us to this gate. Whatever was ahead of us, we would overcome it together. The crypt was only the beginning. With the power within, we could help the world. People would come together as a community to overcome these dark times. Convoy unlocked. The explorers. Sweet. It's really good. So we're gonna heal up our convoy best we can. No, nothing else to do. Let's go explore. The time had come to enter the crypt. The giant metal gate loomed in front of us, set into the raw rock. The small screen mounted alongside it was still flashing letters and pictures. Sometimes it went dark for a long time before suddenly flaring up again. I held the key given to me in my mind, but I knew that a lie alone would not have enough power to bring life back to it. It would take the will of the combined convoy to make the gate move again. We gathered at the gate, my right hand pressed against the cold metal of the door, my left hand holding Gaj's hand. Everyone followed and joined hands. Now, in this moment, friends congregate on the gate. There was a long moment of intense silence, and the gate smoothly parted in the middle as two hearts gliding into the walls. At last, the crypt had opened for us. The gate opened slightly behind it was nothing but shadow. Stale old air slowly drifted out towards us. As if the crypt sensed our presence, light slowly bloomed into existence, revealing a tunnel curving downwards. The walls, floors, and ceilings were fashioned out of flat, shiny panels. As I took my first step into the crypt, I could feel the entire complex slowly awaken from its long slumber. It was as if the walls themselves were machines humming in my mind, and from the deep within the crypt, I could hear hints of a familiar voice, a sound just like the one coming from the heart of the fallen star, but it wasn't speaking clearly, at least not yet. We need more scholar points. Moving past an abandoned control point, we found an eerie hall that mostly consisted of large dark tubes. Around a third of them seemed to be active, the lights flickering. Looking at the hall for a while, we was feeling at these cubes. Most likely, the computers was slowly powering up with every passing moment. More of the computers slightly gently lit up. Let Eagle access the computers. There were no obvious signs of input of output devices, so we just stood in front of the machines and tried to find a way to control them. After a while, we found out that one of the lights was actually a button. This activated a large screen that we could interact with. We had a hard time making sense of it, but eventually read schematics detailing the surrounding area. It seems that we had overlooked an armory down the corridor. More batteries. Some stupid little machine. Really need scholar points. A rather promising path along one of the main corridors entered at shuttered blast doors. We came to the conclusion that we had to open them somehow, though this would trigger an alarm. With the use of crowbars, drills, and welding torches, we managed to pry the doors open. But as we were packing up our tools, there were shouts from back of the convoy. Security rusters were heading towards us. It seemed we had been a bit too noisy. Really need scholar points. We carefully moved down the corridors and discovered an active laser scanner just in front of us. At an intersection a short distance away, a defensive array was actively looking for intruders. A small amount of combat drones had been placed on shelves nearby, immobile, but with glowing standby lights. I can destroy those lights. I have just the right boom, Mina said. And so you will. We started attacking the defensive array with suppressing fire while Mina prepared a special surprise. A stray energy beam shot past us. There was a surprised gasp as Mina looked at the brand new hole in his chest. Then his would be surprise exploded in our midst. Damn. That should do. Save them for the last fight. Probably should have looked at my stuff a bit better, but whatever. We'll keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Idiot. That was a bad move, see? Turns out to be quite a good card. Looks like a nothing thing, but it's actually quite good. Oh, I don't like taunt and barrier. That's not good. I got this pretty easy. Grappling hook. Not very good, but we got it. We got healed. We stepped over the smoking carcasses of the annihilated drones, searching the nearby area. In a small side tunnel, we found a recess, presumably for the former guards, that contained some medical supplies and quite a few useful items. Alright. Bring on the fight. More fight and we level up. That's good. Don't need any of that. No, this fight went smooth. Let's go with it. Lethal pretty soon. We got some rusted. That's a good one. If you play it right, which the enemy never does. Bodies, the dead bodies of our enemies litter the area. We're moving on. We can't afford no more risky stuff. Our convoy had arrived at a defunct old security checkpoint whose ancient arch stretched over the road. Everything seemed to be powered down. There were two swallowed buildings nearby, potentially cargo facilities containing useful loot. Potentially. Anyway, more fighting. It's good because it'll level us up. It's going straight face damage. What does this do? Nothing. That was a waste. Ah, what is this? Why is this so hard? I don't want it to be. 8, 10, 11. Okay. I got this. Kinda messed up earlier, but that's fine. Okay. Sigh of relief there. Let's go check out the armory. How the door ourselves? We can because we got 80 batteries. With 245 batteries. We had just reached the armory located on the map, but the door ahead of us was closed. The access panel was dead. Jarek remarked, it seems that the power of the crypt has not yet reached this place. Ooh, it took quite a few batteries to breathe life into the reinforcing door. First, its panels lit up, and eventually, the motors started moving. Behind it, we found a good sized room featuring a precious collection of ornaments sitting in neat racks just waiting to be collected. Amazingly, they had been untouched since the crash. This is it. We finally reached the crypt. I don't think anyone's watching, but I'm going to have a little look anyway. I'm watching. This was it. The heart of the crypt ahead of us. A smooth ramp curved down into a wide open, darkened room. Just then, as if it had sensed our approach, a galaxy of small blue lights came to life, scattered across the blackness. Then the voice from the stars filled my head. Attack the darkness! The stories were true. At the heart of the crypt slept a demon. It had attacked us at every step of the way on our way into the crypt, and now it had stolen the voice of the stars to trick us. But we were not so easily fooled. As we started firing into the darkness, a single red eye suddenly lit up, and then a giant machine stepped into view, followed by swarms of rusters ready to defend it. So hopefully we only have to fight this thing twice, but who knows? It's fine. Also fine. Oh, thank God. That was lucky. Damn it! I knew I shouldn't have buffed that. Alright. Why should we trust you? Stalling, virus, corruption, any list, Colorati. I can never make sense of any of this. What is Colorati? Purpose, crypt defense, and planetary warfare assistance. Inactive. Current status. Re-engaged after crypt reactivation. Integrity 23%. Corruption active. Vitric. Okay. Failure imminent. Objective compromised. Shutdown required. Slow infection. Oh, the maintenance crew died. We can surrender to the machine and it means we win, but we're not going to do that. Again, the voice changed and the Crypt Colossus regained control. Meh. Surrender, Flint. I've been saving this candy for this exact moment. That's pretty cool. Alright. So we can't level up. I can never get to level 10 or higher than level 9. Level 8's fine. You can still win on level 8. So Let's do it. Last match. That's a bit more clever. This thing, Flint Spawn, is horrible, and I hate it, but there's only so much you can do about it. Yeah, I didn't think that'd hit any of us. Never! With an unseen command, all the machines stop firing at once. This mind, too, seemed to be conscious now. More alive, more frantic, even. Strong, worthy, useful, you surrender! The broken mind behind the Colossus asks us to surrender it, to join it inside in order to protect it. What do you offer? Why should we? Nah. This is not surrender, this was slavery. We had come this far just to end up in the service of some crazed machine. My war cry stopped all conversation. The demon machine and its servants fired upon us as we prepared our weapons to continue the fight. No matter what you do here, I'm gonna get through, and I'm gonna beat you. Yeehaw! Our weapons then had blasted the last of the attacking rusters into fragments. A loud noise, like ripping fabric, tore through the space as the giant's red eye faded. We moved forward past the metal corpse and towards the blue stars. Approach. An enormous cluster of processing substrate lay before us. It had sustained damage from our fight, but I could feel that the mind within it was still intact, still struggling. It says some stuff in blue, which means that's good. In one smooth movement, it reinforced floor section parted, revealing its glowing technicals inside. Examine the vault. The opening was filled with an array of small cylinders, each one a swarm of specializing processing nanites. Only one of those cylinders emitted a faint light. As I touched it, I could feel the spark of a mind inside it, active but still dormant. What does it do? Atman gestation seed vault uncontaminated machine intelligence seeds required to generate new planetary level intelligence generated from planetary intelligence prior to vitric infection. Required gestation in symbiosis with technopath. Warning: use will cause disillusion of self. With a burst of dazzling light, it showed me what it wanted me to do, to take the seed into myself, to make it learn and grow as a part of me, until we were one and the same, more God than human. How do we use these? Warning, infection critical, initiating deletion protocol. Ground pyre, the blue stars started fading one by one. Goodbye, and with that final word, the last of the stars went dark. Unite with the machine. I took the fragile little bubble out of the vault and held it in my hands. I could feel it respond to my touch and presence, waking up. Once the seed was open, the swarm within moved towards me, spreading out and vanishing like ash. But I could still feel the individual elements interacting with me, like a soft murmur brushing against my brain. Durga had explained to me that it would take many months for the new intelligence to be fully grown. In the meantime, we secured the crypt's entrance and waited. Some of the convoy explored the crypt in order to destroy the remaining rusters, or to learn from the machines. Many archives were corrupted or damaged, but there was still a host of wisdom waiting for us. It wasn't long until we established a community in the crypt. Durga had left us with some farms and a wealth of knowledge. We kept mostly to ourselves in that time, even though we had frequent clashes with the scions. Those bastards. During that time, the mind in me had grown, the murmur had evolved to becoming a part of my life, and it had learned from us. Eventually, it had become we, and we had become I. Now my mind was larger and faster. It was time to leave this body behind and unfold into the crypt. Enter the crypt. I entered the processing substrate of the crypt, and for the first time, my new, really new mind really stretched its wings. I could use many neural processes to synthesize new thoughts, my senses to feel new sensations, and my storage to remember a near infinite cache of new memories. But what should I do with this newfound power? The old intelligence was tasked with the management of the planetary system and stellar navigation. Both these were things that the crash had destroyed seemingly permanently. I had to find purpose within and a path of my own. Restore civilization. So you need 34 of all these. Without the inevitable breakdown of my body, the scale of time had changed. It was time to plan the reconstruction of a world according to millennia, not decades. Trade was a way to reach out, and the crypt offered many bounties to share. Alternatively, the principle of spirituality and religion could be used to pacify the warring factions. Another path would be using the old knowledge to enlighten the planet again, or would the sweet promise of security and freedom be enough to energize everyone? I've done it before, but no, we're not going to reach it. The reborn AI continued the activation of the crypt. Greenhouses started to provide food, and the rusters were finally peaceful guardians again. And we gained access to the archives, giving us powerful knowledge and opportunities. Soon we started to send out large caravans trading minerals, foods, and technology and information in Soma's markets. The crypt became a powerful trading hub, swiftly surpassing all others. Soon all those in need flocked to its safety, enjoying the comfort of a thriving and ever growing community. Faster than light. Got a good achievement. How many days was that? 238 days. Pretty. It was close. Visited some places, fought some people, lost 3 followers. Unlocked the Echo, the Spider, the Nomads, the Explorers, the Wanderers, and the Daily Challenge. Sweet! Wow. That was quite easy though. I think we smashed that. Well done, everyone, and thank you, Nowhere Profit, and all the people that made Nowhere Profit available. Shark Bomb Studios, all these people, well done. It's really awesome. The music's great, the art's great, the gameplay obviously works really well. Like you just put down your creatures, go for face. A lot of the times, sometimes the computer doesn't do what it should, you know. Um, but you can take that as like sometimes a blessing in disguise. Because if it was too strong at winning, you'd go, oh, well, this is rigged. You know, but the computer's a little dumb sometimes, which is helpful. And yeah, sometimes it feels like you can't win, but you know what? Just practice, practice, practice. You get yourself into a winning position every time. And yeah, thank you for making the game. And now to start a new game with new characters and new stuff. I'm excited. But I think we will start that next session. Thanks for watching, and be good to your parents, and be good to everyone. Be good to each other. All right, bye.